Ladies, it's your time to shine with all things fabulous with First for Women on Afternoon Express. For insurance with a host of fabulous benefits, call 0861 11 18 44 or SMS FIRST to 49267.
Hello, South Africa, and good afternoon. My name is Jeannie D.
Yep, good afternoon and welcome to Afternoon Express right here on SABC3. I'm Bonang Matiba. It is a Friday and we all know that the rest of the country is very cold, but Jeannie and myself are going to try and bring some sunshine into your life this afternoon.
It's hot in here.
It is. That's why she's wearing almost nothing.
It actually really is hot in here. Today I'm going to be chatting to an amazing, hysterical young comedian who's making waves across Africa, Ndumiso Lindi. You don't want to miss out on those laughs.
That's going to be absolutely exciting. And because it is a Friday, we bring you another installment in our Revlon Foundation Friday series. And today, it's all about going out, your party night out, how to look fresh and fabulous. So Vuyo is going to bring us all those tips. Make sure you don't go anywhere. Tweet us at Afternoon Chat. Use our official hashtag Afternoon Express. But Danilo is in the kitchen. Let's see who he has.
Thank you, ladies. You guys are looking smashing and definitely ready for the weekend. And I hope you are ready too, South Africa, for the weekend. My name is Danilo Acquisto. Welcome to Afternoon Express. And I'm standing next to one of the most inspirational men I think I know in the music industry at the moment. His name is Tresor. Came all the way from the DRC. He's been traveling for a really, really long time. Started out as a car guard and is now one of the hottest names in music at the moment. About to go to one of my favorite places in the whole world, Italy. So Tresor, welcome to Afternoon Express.
Thank you so much for having me. Such an honor to be here today.
Awesome. Looking forward to sharing your story later on the show. Also joining us in the kitchen today, Sthandiwe Malinga. How's it going?
Thank you very much for having me again.
Cool. Scott, I hear we're using pork as our meat for today.
Yes, we are. So we're making pork steaks, trio root mash, and we're going to end it off with a green salad.
Awesome. And as if that was not enough, South Africa, we've also got Margarest Hirsch joining us in the kitchen today. She's going to be making something delicious with me later on. And if you want all those recipes, www.afternoonexpress.co.za. You can also go find us on facebook.com/Afternoon Express. Afternoon Chat on Twitter using the hashtag Afternoon Express. Over to you, ladies, on the couch.
We're joined now by a South African stand-up comedian who's taking the road less travelled by gaining momentum around the continent of Africa during a time where most local acts are looking to take their comedy across the waters. Dumisani Lindy, welcome to Afternoon Express. So wonderful to have you here.
Thank you very much. I'm impressed you got my name right.
Oh,
Dumiso.
Practice makes
I've had things. It's like, hi, I'm Dumiso. Like, hi, Dumisani. It's just quickly, just like that. And then the rest of the day, I'm Dumisani.
No, I've gotten also really bad variations of my name. I get Jean or Jeanne or Janae. Oh. So wonderful to have you here.
Thank you.
Now, I don't know about you, but when I was young and I wanted to get into the entertainment industry, my parents freaked out. And my dad, to this day, still asks me when I'm going to get a real job. Now, try comedy. How...
Yeah.
That must have been quite an interesting journey for you.
My parents still think I'm unemployed. Unless they see me on TV, it's like, okay, he's fine. He's all right.
He was talking to Jeannie D. Things are okay. Okay, so tell me about that journey. I mean, you obviously went to school. Did you study after school?
Yes, I studied graphic design, Cape Town, Cape Technicon back then. It used to be called Cape Technicon. And funny enough, that's the same time I studied comedy.
Yeah. Were you discovered?
Was I discovered? No, it was all about the phone.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you the story about the phone. They had activities during lunch hour every Monday, right? And then this time around they had...
On the campus?
On the campus,
okay.
Yeah. So they would have bands or poets or whatever, you know. So this time around they had comedians who came through, like guys like a guy called Koki Falco.
Yeah, of course I know Koki, he's amazing. Colin Moss, I think, was doing the circus with him at that stage.
Colin Moss, all those guys. So they were giving away a phone. You know, this other network company was sponsoring that. They were giving away a phone, and they said, we need 3 people who think they are funny. You've got 2 minutes. Every second counts.
Come up and do the stand-up.
Yeah. I had a friend who was on my case about doing stand-up, and I didn't even know what stand-up was. Coming from Eastern Cape, you know?
Yeah.
Because funny people to me were MCs, like your masters of ceremonies, you know?
Yes.
Like my dad was that guy, wedding, church functions, any functions, he's that guy, you know, who's got the jokes. So my friend jumps up, and he was funny, you know? Another guy jumps up and he gets booed. And then now everyone is scared to jump on stage. And they're like, we need one more person, anyone? Anyway, I didn't think about it. I just jumped on stage. I didn't even know what I was going to talk about. I just jumped on stage.
And were you funny?
The first time, since I wasn't prepared, I was all right.
Yeah.
Because the guy snatched the mic from me, and then he's like, your time is up. So my friend won that phone. I had to wait a whole year to prepare myself.
Again?
Because it became an annual thing.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay,
because
then
I
when
wanted
you got back?
that phone.
I
just wanted the phone, you know? And when I came, when that time came, I was prepared. I was writing all this time, and I jumped on, pa, pa, pa. People laughed. I won the phone, and I thought, that's it. I've got the phone. Good. Koki Fako calls me aside. Hey man, we've got open mic Sundays.
Yeah.
Come at the Armchair Theatre. I'll give you 5 minutes, and the rest is geography.
And you absolutely got it. I mean, you nailed it. How was that first gig at the Armchair?
Oh, it was awesome because I remember I met Colin Moss and Koki. They were sitting at the bar, and Colin Moss didn't know me. So Koki's like, no, I saw this guy. He was funny at this talent thing we were doing. And Colin looks at me, are you funny? I'm like, you're going to be the judge, man. And then they're like, we're going to give you 3 minutes. If you're not funny, you're going to just do that 3.
Yes.
But if you're funny, you're going to do 5 or 6.
Yeah.
So watch the red light.
Now, there's
So I
different
ended up
kinds
doing
of
5.
yeah, but there's different kinds of comedy. I mean, I've interviewed some comedians that in real life really are not funny. They're actually some of the saddest people. And then you get people that are just one-liners, one after the next. Are you naturally funny?
Am I naturally funny? I don't know.
Or do you just have good material? Like
I have good material.
Okay, but you
I'm
write
an observer.
it, so...
I'm an observer. You know, growing up in a family of 4, and I'm the last born.
Okay.
So I was overpowered most of the time. So I'll just sit in my corner and just observe. And then when I have the right time to talk, and they're all surprised, like, you saw that? You didn't say anything. You know, so I'm a storyteller than a joke teller.
Yes.
Yeah, I always tell people, don't ask me to tell you a joke. I won't be able to tell you a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just watch how things go on in society and then from there see the humour in it?
Yes.
No, you've actually just written a show. It's starting soon, I think tomorrow,
Yes, Saturday.
isn't it?
Saturday. Yes, tomorrow, 25 July.
Diluted People.
Diluted People.
Tell me about Diluted
Diluted People, man. My first one-man show was called Calamine.
Yeah.
And it was a broad observation of everything. I was just talking about everything, you know. This one is more of a personal story. This is like, if this was a movie, Calamine was X-Men.
Yeah.
This one is Wolverine. This is me.
Okay.
I'm coming out
Wolverine.
guns blazing with this one. Just a personal story about where I come from, family values, tradition, just the play on the word diluted. We are this rainbow nation. Now we are mixed people. So now you get kids who can praise themselves as Africans. You know, we have this thing where you praise yourself. Yeah, you know, you praise yourself. You call out your ancestors. You know, you know. And then I go to my nephew and like, speak to your ancestors, address them. You know, just testing him out. And he just stands there. He's like, hello. Are they there? Are they listening? You know?
Sure.
So, yeah, I step on those things and I talk about them. Also, culture shock. Also, like now we're going through winter and you look like in summer, I'm in winter. Yeah.
The skirt is woolen.
I mean, I step into those things because I usually find it funny. When it's winter, we dress up, man. We put on the whole wardrobe. And then my white friends who rock up wearing a jersey, a jacket, and shorts. Like, winter is still downloading here. Like, what's wrong with you? It's cold.
Yeah, I'm in a complete now. Now, tell me, comedy is huge at the moment, and a lot of our comedians venture all over the world to do the international comedy circuits as well. And you are doing great things across Africa. Why keep it so local?
Oh, man, since I was young, I've always wanted to travel. And comedy was that ticket for me. You know, first I was like, I want to see the rest of South Africa. I just want to be outside Eastern Cape. And then when that happened, and I was like, okay, I want to see outside South Africa. You know, meet other Africans. And it was awesome. Just performing in Nigeria, performing in Ghana, you know. And those guys are big, huge. Like, that's the first thing you notice. You walk in and you're all here. you know, big arms, big chest. That's just the ladies. And then it's awesome to meet other Africans. You learn the food, what they do, their values and stuff, you know, and you compare it, and there's similarities, there's differences, you know. And lately I've performed in London, I've performed in New York also. Excellent. So I just want to travel. This is my ticket, right?
Well, good for you. Best of luck. And of course, Diluted People opens tomorrow night in Johannesburg.
Lyric Theatre, 25 July.
Excellent. I'm going to come and watch. Awesome. Now, don't go anywhere. After the break, Danilo makes fresh lemon and herb pork steaks, and we chat to the soulful singer-songwriter Trezor.
Express yourself.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express South Africa. So I'm very excited to be in the kitchen today because we're making one of my favorite dishes of all time, and it is pork, and it's got a very nice lemon twist to it. And I first must say, Sthandiwe, I said your name was Sthandiwe or something last time.
You said
Sthandiwe last time. Sthandiwe is the actual pronunciation, and I'm really proud of how I can pronounce Xhosa words. So I'm sorry that I got that wrong. Zulu words and Xhosa words, clicks are the same. Joking. Okay, so we're making some pork today with a nice lemon twist to it. What can I do to help you?
Well, let's unpackage that.
Oh, so it's as simple as just unpacking.
You take the sleeve off and the plastic off. And is your oven preheated to 180 degrees?
It has been, yes it has.
Okay, and then all we're going to do is pop that in for 30 to 40 minutes until the pork is cooked. Okay, I'm going to start on this while you are
What are you starting on there?
So basically we're just doing a trio root mash. So it's butternut, sweet potato and carrots. So
I love this new range of sweet potato that you guys are using at the moment. It is such a cool color, and the taste actually for me is slightly different to the normal sweet potato.
Well, I'm glad you like it. We aim to please.
Yay.
So we just mix these all together. Whoops, there goes one.
Well, you know me, I always drop things out of the bowl, so it's all okay.
So we drizzle lightly with extra virgin olive oil. So you'll mix this for me eventually.
Cool. You can put some pepper on for you.
Yep.
Say when.
Stop. And then we're just going to put a little...
I said say when, not stop.
Isn't it the same thing?
Kind of.
Okay. Not too much salt.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
You want those nice root flavors to come through. All right.
And then we want to pop this in the oven at the same time.
With this?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that it? Is that all we're done?
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
As simple as that, we're going to get our pork into the oven at 180 degrees preheated, as well as we're going to get our root vegetables going. We will then start to mash that up together to make this awesome, awesome side mash. If you want all these ingredients and the recipes, afternoonexpress.co.za is where you can find them. And I always recommend that people go out and print them, put them in a book, and make sure you save them, or just go and visit our website every evening if you want great dinner recipe ideas. Right now, though, Bonang is standing by on the couch with such an inspirational musician. Tresor is in the loft.
Thank you so much, Danilo. Now, our next guest in the loft today had a very interesting and inspiring journey into the music industry, from hitching a ride through Africa to working with some of South Africa's musical greats. Joining me on the couch is DRC-born singer and songwriter Trezor. Welcome to the loft.
Thank you so much for having me today.
I interviewed you, right, on my radio show.
That's
and
right.
now you're on Afternoon Express on TV. So everything that I didn't ask you at Metro FM, I want to ask you today.
All right, let's go.
But for everybody else that wasn't listening to our interview on radio, you have a very interesting story from where you started in the DRC, hitching a ride through Africa. You landed in Durban with not a single penny on you. Tell me about your background in the DRC and how you landed through that journey into South Africa.
All right. I was born in Goma, a very small town east of DRC, known mainly for bad things like war. But it's such a beautiful small town, and I grew up in a small family of 8 in Africa. So I lost my parents when I was 17 years old, but I got introduced to music when I was about 8 years old during the Rwandan genocide, because my hometown was more of a small getaway of Rwandan refugees in 1994. So what our parents did is that to get us away from the madness that was happening around us, they took us to a musical program at church, and that's how I got introduced. So I started banging on drums and playing guitars and stuff, and I never looked back since. So fast forward, after I lost my parents in 2003, I decided that a few years later, after I get my metric, I would love to actually go for my wildest dreams. And so I started my journey around Africa. So I left my hometown, 2007, early, went through Rwanda, Burundi, Malawi, Mozambique.
That's
and
incredible.
a beautiful accident. I ended up in Durban. I didn't have any money, so I had a choice to make either be a bad guy or start from the
guy.
bottom.
Yeah.
So I decided maybe the core of who I am is just trying to hustle, you know, and maybe sometime heaven will smile. So that's how it started. And South African people have been really amazing to me. I'm really grateful. And starting from, like in Durban, we had a band, Maisha, and 2 months later, I arrived here, I think, around September, October 2007, and around already January, February, already opening for Freshly Ground. I couldn't speak English, but my manager could help and stuff on stage. So it's really been such an amazing journey.
So how did you get discovered? You know, I mean, breaking out from the group to become a solo artist. When did you make that particular decision?
Actually, I was with a band called Maisha for about two years, and I think it was such an amazing foundation for me because I could not really speak English. I think it has improved a bit. Working with the band was such an amazing experience. I got to learn a lot about South African music, South African culture, and the people. And around 2010, I realized that I wanted something more, something bigger. And I just told the guys, hey, look, man, I think from now on, I would love to try. I just want to spread my wings. And actually, a month later, I got flown down to Cape Town and I signed my first ever worldwide publishing deal with Universal. After they heard the songs. And so I just decided, and I think everything just happened at the right time.
Yeah, and I mean, talking about Freshly Ground, they're one of the many people you've worked with, Goldfish, Freshly Ground, I mean, the list goes on. But the most interesting story is you writing for Zahara on an album that went double platinum. Tell me about how you met her. And getting to write with Zahara is something not a lot of people can say.
That's right. I mean, Zahara does not need anyone to write for her, to be honest. She writes some of the most amazing songs to come out of the continent, not just South Africa. And actually, what happened is that when she released her first album, I kept telling my friends, I really hope that I work on the second album.
And then you did?
Yeah, and then what happens is that I used to do a lot of trips up and down to Joburg, trying to hustle my way in the music industry when I used to live in Durban, because I lived there for 7 years.
Oh, yes.
And what happened is that I missed my flight once, and I was really not in a good position financially, and I managed to get the next flight, and I was really very bummed because I was like, I missed my flight and things gonna be really rough this month and stuff. And then when I landed in Durban, there was this guy called Jakes Stebe, shout out to him, one of the most amazing guys I've ever met. Yeah. And he's one of Zahara's producers. I knew him, so we had a very casual chat, and he's like, no man, I'm here working on Zahara's album and Tando's, and there's like, you mind if I submit some songs? He's like, yeah, sure, come in studio, whatever. So a week later, when we met in studio, I presented them the songs that I've written that week we made. And the CEO of TS Records, Zahara label, and Robbie Malinga all heard the songs. They're like, we want these songs on album, and it happened that week.
And that was it.
That was it.
And then Limbisa's now such a magical, beautiful song.
It was such an amazing experience. Really, I can't really describe it, because what happened, now and then in studio, I think everyone knew that there was something magical about the music.
True.
And they decided to invite me on the national tour of Nedbank. So I visited and saw South Africa and playing music with Zahara.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
but something that you can describe to somebody that has never heard your sound. Right. You have a lot of different elements, you know? A little bit of African there, some jazz, some R&B, some soul. How would you describe your sound? If you had to put it in a genre, is it even possible?
Yeah. I think as an African artist, what I'm trying to achieve is to fuse different sound from all around the continent.
True.
And I think it's a puzzle for me, and I enjoy doing it. And I pretty much call my music a fusion of pop and African sounds.
And you also sing in a lot of languages, Swahili, English, Lingala, which is a language that's spoken in your home country. Is it important for you to keep and maintain your mother tongue in your music in terms of, you know, wanting to connect with other people in South Africa or the rest of the country?
That's right. And I think for me, since I was a young child, I knew that I wanted to make music and write in English. To make my music accessible to the world.
Got you.
However, I don't want to lose myself and my foundation of the person who I am. And I think writing in Swahili and Lingala as long as people can feel the music, for me, it's still pretty much the same. Yeah.
Talking about the world, what world stage would you love to see yourself on in the next couple of months, years?
Talking of world stage, actually, things are really moving very fast. I'm performing in Italy this weekend.
Wow.
In a major festival called Battiti Live. There'll be about 40, 50,000 people. It's really massive. I kind of freaked out.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, but if you'll go to Italy, you have to perform for us, right? Which you're going to do in a couple of minutes right here in the Love Trezor. Thank you so much for coming here. What a beautiful, magical, inspiring story. If you have any questions for him, tweet us right now at Afternoon Chat. Use our official hashtag Afternoon Express. But make sure you stay tuned until the end of the show when we all get to experience Trezor's unique African sound. But after the break, Danilo is in the kitchen with Margarest Hirsch, and it's the next installment of our Foundation Friday series with Revlon. So don't forget to enter our Go Green SMS competition, though. You don't want to miss out on this amazing opportunity. Take a look.
The Afternoon Express team is going green. Join us every Tuesday at 4 p.m. until September as we bring you the most innovative trends in sustainable fashion, food, decor and design, as well as handy tips to help you reduce your carbon footprint.
Answer our Go Green question every Tuesday and stand a chance to win a R1,000 Woolies gift card every week.
Plus, simply by entering, you also go into the big draw for the ultimate grand prize worth over R500,000.
Including a dream sustainable kitchen makeover from Cordev fitted with Bosch appliances with R300,000. Also, up to R250,000 worth of home upgrades so you can live off the grid. Plus, food and homeware from Woolworths valued at R75,000 and a R25,000 towards a school of your choice with My School.
So go big, go green with Afternoon Express every Tuesday at 4 p.m. to win these amazing prizes.
Express yourself.
South Africa, are you with us?
Express yourself.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, South Africa. So in our kitchen today, we're having a look at veggie bakes. And beforehand, we made something absolutely incredible. Now today, we're joined by Margarest Hirsch as well. So welcome back to the Loft, first of all. It's really exciting to have you here. And I hear that you're an avid vegetarian since you were very, very young.
Yes,
All
most of my life.
Awesome. Well, we're going to be making a slight twist to the old school mac and cheese today in the kitchen. So how can I help you?
Well, what we're going to do today, we've got some butternut, which has been chopped up here, and this is a very quick and easy dish. So you literally put your butternut into the dish.
Okay.
You add some chopped onion just to give it a bit of flavour.
I see you've red onions too. Which
I love red onions.
They're a sweeter version.
They're sweeter, they're not as strong as the other. We're just going to put a little bit of salt on there, just a little bit, some pepper, and just a few herbs, just to give it a bit of flavour. Awesome. And now this dish, you can either put into the conventional oven for 30 to 35 minutes, but we're in a hurry today, so we're going to put it on straight microwave for about 8 to 10 minutes, and it'll be cooked through. So it's a very, very quick dish, very quick and very easy.
Awesome. So where did you get this recipe from, by the way?
Well, we just concocted it ourselves because it's old-fashioned mac and cheese, but sometimes it gets a bit boring, and so you put bacon or something in, but if you're vegetarian, you can't. So we put some vegetables in just to make it a bit different.
And you put this one in your book, which I think is very exciting. So it's she's written herself a vegetarian cookbook, which you must go and get. It's actually really cool. So these sort of recipes are out there because everyone tends to serve vegetarians like a cooked butternut. It's like, oh, here, sympathy food. So you've made it exciting.
Or they think that you just eat a salad. If you're a vegetarian, they give you a salad and think that's your dinner, and you have to sit and watch them eat their steak and prawns and everything, and they give you a salad.
True.
So I wrote the book so that people would know if they have friends or relations who are vegetarians, if they came around, you've got fantastic meals to show them.
Amazing. So we need to put this in the SolarDome because it cooks quicker. Yes. I know you've prepared a dish for us already, so I'm going to take this one out.
Okie dokie.
And you need to show me how to do the rest of it because the white sauce, I think, is probably the most difficult part of making any kind of
That's right.
pasta
But
dish.
the nice thing about making white sauce in the microwave is it can never get lumpy. So you just make your basic roux, which is your butter, flour mixed together, and you actually have to cook that in the microwave for a very short space of time, for 30 seconds to a minute tops.
Yeah.
You add the hot milk, and it makes you a lovely sauce with no lumps, and really you can see smooth
This
and
is
creamy.
probably the creamiest white sauce I think I've ever seen. Mine always comes out lumpy.
So we're now going to assemble the dish.
Cool.
So we're going
Can we just get it? It's quite hot?
Oh, it's hot.
Yeah,
Okay, so you can hold it then, and you can put it all into our mixing bowl here. Okay, so we're going to put it in there. So,
Oh, and you put so many nice herbs in there. I love that smell.
Okay.
Let's get that olive oil in.
and then we're going to add some pasta. And when we've got different kinds of cheeses here, you can use whatever cheese you like. You don't want to put too much pasta in, but we've got some lovely pasta in here. And then what you do is when you're assembling it, you're going to put some rocket into it.
Rocket gives a nice peppery
It
taste.
gives a lovely taste. And then we're going to put about roughly half the cheese of the recipe. The recipes, by the way, are on the afternoonexpress.co.za. The recipes will be up there. They'll also be on the Hirsch website, so you can get them there. So we're going to put roughly half the cheese in.
Which cheese have you just? Sorry, what is that?
That is ricotta, feta,
and feta.
and parmesan.
This is just a bit of parmesan.
No, this is
mozzarella.
It's the other way around, mozzarella, yeah.
Okay.
So we've got all the different cheeses there. We're going to mix it up. Do you want to pour some of that white sauce in?
Sure, I can.
Pour the white
You-
sauce in.
How much would you like?
Most of it. Okay.
Ooh,
That's
yum.
about enough. Yeah, that's enough.
Creamier the better.
Okay. And you mix it up. We're then just going to put it into our serving dish, and we're going to top it with the balance of the cheese, just some breadcrumbs, and a bit of paprika or cayenne pepper, just to give it a bit of colour.
So you want to find
Now-
your serving dish? I think we can use one of
We
these,
can
right?
use that one. And we're going to put it in. It'll go in very, very nicely. Do you want to hold it? Because it's quite heavy. And then I'll scoop it in. Just mix it up nicely.
Yum, yum, yum.
All right. And
Make sure that you are, South Africa, using the right types of dishes, because a lot of these dishes have to go into the microwaves or into the ovens themselves. So don't use something that is not made, that's nice and thick and clay, that can be baked in the oven, I suppose. Is a
if it's
good
clay,
tip.
you can put it into the oven on straight convection. That's the beauty of having a convection microwave. You can either cook on straight convection, you can cook on microwave, or you can cook on combination. But how you work out which dish you need to use is if you put the dish in on its own on microwave and it gets hot, it's not a microwave dish. Because it shouldn't get hot. It should stay cool. So what we do is usually oven-proof glass is your safest way to do it.
Yes.
That can go into microwave to convection and combination. But you can choose here. And when you're cooking this meal, you can cook it on straight microwave. It'll take 8 to 10 minutes. You can cook it on convection or you can cook it on combination, whichever you like.
It's nice and simple, which I love the most about making this recipe. It's tasty, got all those nice flavours in there. So you're throwing some breadcrumbs on
Some
top.
breadcrumbs on top, just to give it a nice crispy top. Okay. And if you want to just if you're cooking on straight microwave, just a little cayenne pepper or paprika, just gives it a bit of colour. And that literally can go in the microwave for a few minutes. Now, if somebody asked you to go for a braai and you don't want to take, it's cold, it's winter, you don't want to take the ordinary old tomato and lettuce salad, you can take this along because it's a very good accompaniment to any braai.
Amazing. So now all of our ingredients are combined. We can pop this in the oven.
You can put it in the oven. You can either cook it on microwave, convection, but I think if you just shove it under the grill for about 8 minutes, it'll be ready.
So you said just to grill for now.
Set it to grill, and all you have to do is press the start button, and off it goes, and 8 minutes it'll be ready.
Okay, so we obviously wanted to show you guys the final product. So we've cooked our own one over here, which looks delicious. Got that browned texture you're talking about at the top there. All the cheeses are nice. Everything underneath is cooked. Literally go take this to your party, pop it in the oven, warm it up, and
Warm it up, and
there you go.
away.
It's lovely to have you back in the loft, Margaret. Well, I hear the ladies are talking makeup on the couch.
Thanks so much, Danilo. Now, welcome to Revlon's Love is On makeup series, especially for hashtag Foundation Fridays here on Afternoon Express. When it comes to makeup, we want to look flawless and gorgeous so we can feel completely confident when we're looking for love. So today, we're getting glam makeup tips for a party night out. If you're going out this weekend, today is specially dedicated to you. So what do you do when you go out? Because for me, party night out is like the ultimate. I go full on. The lashes, the lips, the foundation, all of it.
Well, actually, considering this theme right now, I wanted to ask you a question.
Yes.
The lipstick that you wore at the award show last week must have been amazing because it didn't come off when you were smooching.
It didn't come off, and I was secret. I'm actually glad you said that. It was a very strong red from the matte collection. And what we did is that we dabbed it with a little bit of powder, right, on top, and then you take a bit of tissue. Obviously, kiss
First
the tissue.
put the lipstick on, then cover it with powder.
And then you kiss a bit of tissue, put it back on, bit of powder, kiss the tissue so that it builds up, so that the layers build up, so that if anyone, Jeannie, decides to kiss you, whoever decides to kiss you, then it doesn't come off. But you're wearing a red lip today. You look fabulous.
Yeah, nobody's kissing me on live TV.
But anyway, let's see what our national makeup artist, Boya Boroy, has for us. We're starting off with the eyes and foundation. Take a look.
Hi there, my name is Vuya Varoy, the national makeup artist for Revlon South Africa. So today, Jessica is going for a night out on the town, and I'm going to show you how to get a glamorous party look. She needs to prep her skin, and also the most important thing is her makeup needs to stay long. So this primer will help her foundation to stay longer. I'm using the #1 foundation in South Africa, and it's Revlon Color Stay. This is perfect for tonight's look because it's long wearing. I'm planning to create a glittery smoky look, and to prepare the eye, I'm using a Color Stay eyeshadow.
First, contour the eye's natural shape with a neutral base color before blending a darker smoky grey across the entire lid. Next, enhance definition with a soft eye pencil, smudging gently along the lower lash line.
And now to finish off the look, some glitter for the glam.
Apply glitter from the corner of the eye, sweeping outwards, finishing off with 2 coats of mascara to the upper lashes.
Magnificent.
That is magnificent. That's the thing about partying out at night, that you can really build it and make like really, really strong makeup. It's my favorite kind of makeup ever.
That is an extremely smoky eye, but I saw what he used over here. It's almost like, I actually have it, it's from Revlon. It's like a greeny, glittery, metallic. It's just magic. I haven't used it yet. But
it's packaged like a nail polish, but it actually isn't.
Yes.
So you dab a little bit on, and you know, usually when you put glitter on your eyes or eyelids, in the morning it's all over your face. With this one, it actually stays in one place.
I don't go to sleep with my makeup on, Bonang.
I'm just saying, whether you're at a party or you're sweating, whatever it is in your eyelashes, it tends to go everywhere. But with this one, I've used it before, and it stays in one position all night.
Yeah,
which is
perfect.
fantastic. I love it.
And the smoky eye, I just love. It's dramatic, it's sexy, definitely good for a date night. And the foundation is absolutely magic.
Yeah, and also easy to create. But like you said, finding the right foundation is like finding the one. You stick to it for life. And you can get 50 Rand off SA's #1 foundation just by purchasing Revlon Color Stay Foundation now in July at any leading retail and pharmacy stores nationwide. Now let's see how Voyo finishes off this stunning look.
For a perfect pout, first apply pencil liner before filling in with Ultra HD Lip Lacquer. Finally, highlight the cheeks with a light blush and add another coat of lip lacquer.
I'm finishing off with Ultra HD lip gloss, and with this gorgeous look, love is bound to find you.
Absolutely
gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Look at those lips.
Yeah, that is actually a secret. I mean, not only is it a Kendall Jenner favorite, but putting the lip liner just on the outside of the lips and then going in with a lighter gloss definitely makes it look
juicy.
Kissable.
Kissable. Look at you. But thank you so much, Boy. He always makes it look so easy. But ladies, you can recap on how to recreate this look by visiting the Revlon South Africa YouTube channel. If you missed anything, make sure you do that right now. A reminder to go out and get your 50 Rand off SA's #1 foundation just by purchasing Revlon Color Stay Foundation now in July at any leading retail and pharmacy stores nationwide. Take a selfie with the product, and you and your +1, whether it's your bestie or your lover, could win a 24 hours experience in my life. Yep, hanging out right here, you get to kiss Jeannie on the lips, enjoying the city life by dining at one of my favorite restaurants, staying at my favorite hotel, and of course, turning love on. Whether you are in love or looking for love, just take a pic of you and your Revlon Color Stay Foundation, like these viewers have already done, and tweet at Afternoon Chat. Use the hashtags Foundation Fridays and Love is On. All right, so good luck. This amazing prize valued at 25,000 Rands includes an all-expenses paid trip to Cape Town for 2 dinner at an A-list restaurant, plus a 10,000 Rand shopping spree. So get tweeting right now, and do not forget those hashtags. All right, very important. Hashtag Foundation Fridays and hashtag Love is On. We're also giving away a makeup hamper with 1,000 Rands. All you need to do is SMS the keyword love along with your Revlon Color Stay Foundation shade and name to 33728, and it could be all yours. But that's it for how to pretty your face in the Revlon series right here on Afternoon Express. After the break, Jeannie, we're going to talk about how chocolate affects your mood.
Well, it makes my mood a lot better, and it makes me a nice person.
Amazing. I found the secret. Don't go anywhere.
Express yourself.
Revlon Color Stays SA's #1 foundation.
Surrender to indulgence. Which will you give into first? Creation from the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
Express yourself.
Welcome back. You're watching Afternoon Express right here on SABC3. Now, when it comes to chocolate, a question I often ask myself is, how can something so small be so amazing? That's the question we're asking. But what I want to know is what happens to your brain and body when we eat chocolate. And why would you try give it up? We just keep coming back. Here to shed some light on this topic are the directors of Neural Sense, David Rosenstein and Mark Drummond. Welcome to the loft. What is happening here? That's my first question. You are all rigged, right?
I am all rigged.
All right. So, Mark, can you tell us why exactly Jeannie
what am I
is...
wearing?
What is she wearing?
What's wearing? Well, it's the latest fashion, as you can see.
I do look like a Star Wars princess.
Yeah, very much so. So what we do at Neural Sense is we assess people's emotional response to stimulus. So in this case, we're going to test how Jeannie responds to the experience of eating chocolate.
All right.
So the thing on her head is called an EEG machine. It's an electroencephalography. And basically that's measuring her brainwaves and kind of what's happening on the surface of her skull. And on her hand is what's called a galvanic skin response. So that's picking up kind of her emotional arousal levels.
Arousal levels.
My
All
arousal. We are
right.
measuring my arousal levels.
All
on
right.
TV.
So what does she have to do? Just have a piece of chocolate and then the scanning begins? Is that how we're going to do it?
Sure, yeah. So we're having a live feed through to both of our machines now. So if you look at the computer on the left here, we kind of get a very sort of top-level view of what's going on in Jeannie's head. So hopefully there's a bit of red going on there. Can you see a bit of red?
What does that mean?
She's hot.
She's hot.
Well, thank you.
We would normally do a lot of back-end data processing, so this is quite a top-level view of what's going on.
Okay.
But David, I think, will probably explain that in a bit detail once we kind of have the end of the
What's going on in
experiment.
my brain?
All right. So, Jeannie, here we go.
Try a piece of chocolate and
Okay.
let's see what happens. What we're actually going to see on the GSR, which picks up that level of sort of body arousal, our emotions are very embodied. You'll see a change in your body. Your heart rate may increase, and the reasons for that I'll tell you in a moment. There are certain chemicals that chocolate contains, and you may also have a slight increase in skin conductance as well as you enjoy the chocolate. And we measure that to see if it's really that pleasurable.
But David, the one thing I've heard is that chocolate does release happy genes. That's what endorphins, right? But what else happens to the heart and the body when the chocolate dissolves and melts in your mouth?
Well, we know that chocolate or cocoa is a superfood, and it contains a number of quite important chemicals, flavonols, which are cognitively enhancing. So what that means is that it can improve our working memory. Our brain actually ramps up. It also contains a number of alkaloids, which are various compounds, caffeine being one.
Yes.
And so you're sort of more awake, more alert. It's also a huge antioxidant, so there's lots of bodily health benefits.
My skin looks like this.
That's why you're so gorgeous. I thought so.
So more chocolate.
All right. But, talking about more chocolate, usually when people start a diet, they cut out chocolate. But chocolate isn't the problem because, like we said, it has endorphins, it has, happy little elements to it. But why shouldn't...
I'm so happy right now.
I can hear you. So why shouldn't we cut chocolate totally out of our diet?
I mean, so they say the more cocoa and chocolate, the better it is for you. And there's actually some research out there that has shown that having chocolate is not necessarily the problem in a diet. It's probably the sugars that they may put with the chocolate, so the richer it is. But the cocoa's actually, it's been used to actually assist with diet.
Okay.
And weight loss as well.
So what exactly is happening in my brain now?
Yeah.
Can we have a look? Because I've had a lot of
Do you want to
chocolate.
maybe, or should I?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, okay. So when you have the chocolate, what you can see on the bottom there is your GSR, which
What is my GSR?
So GSR stands for galvanic skin response, or electrodermal activity. So your pores actually expand. It's kind of like a lie detector.
I'm glowing.
You're glowing when you eat chocolate, and when it increases, it means that your level of pleasure has increased with the chocolate, and we can see that.
Yeah, and we're also measuring heart rate as well, so we can see changes in your heart rate as you indulge in the chocolate.
All right.
So where can we see those spikes? What is it? Is it where it kind of goes up?
So this is a very granular analysis, a very detailed analysis.
Okay.
We can see it go up and down, and what we would want to do, what we'd want to see is if you put the chocolate in your mouth and you have a
Should we test
piece,
it?
should we test it?
You're like the perfect model
So
person.
you can see a spike in heart rate.
Ah, there it is. Is it always
And
that
you see
instant?
more.
Does it always happen
Heart rate
so
is
quickly?
quick. Heart rate is quick.
That is amazing. I'm spiking.
Yeah.
Spiking. I still want to see what's happening in your brain.
The brain, this is a very, very top level sort of picture of what we're seeing. As Mark said earlier, we'd have to get into a little bit more detail and process the readings in the laboratory. But what we would really be looking at if we could zoom into your brain, chocolate affects the frontal cortex, the frontal part of your brain.
The alpha.
The alpha.
Because I can see the alpha's moving a lot there, and I am an alpha, so it makes a lot of sense to me.
Well, so those are alpha waves, alpha sort of brain waves. And what we'd do in the laboratory is we'd see differences in alpha activity in the frontal part of your brain to see, are you attending, are you interested, is memory going on? And chocolate actually affects that part of your brain as well.
So the essence of what we're seeing here is actually chocolate is good for you.
In essence, it has an impact. Yeah, it has an impact on your brain. Yeah.
Day made. Day made. Thank you, gentlemen, so much. This has been so fascinating. Are you going to keep that on for the rest of the show?
I absolutely am, but now I'm going to spike when I sit closer to you. And for all the chocoholics out there, you could win one of 10 vouchers to the Lint, Joburg or Cape Town Chocolate Studio, as well as a selection of chocolates from the Creation range. All you need to do is let us know what your favorite creation is and why it makes you happy. The flavors are creme brulee, divine hazelnut, which is what I've just had, chocolate fondant, sumptuous orange, or lemon sorbet. Simply tweet us at Afternoon Chat and use the hashtag Lint.
All right, but right now, while we're eating, somebody else is eating is Danilo in the kitchen.
That's right, Bonang. I don't know if this is quite like chocolate. But I'm wondering, Sthandiwe, can you feel my brainwaves? Are they doing anything to you?
Do you have brain freeze right now?
Probably. These are nice and cold. I like them.
Okay.
So, I see you've completed our mash over here. What have you done just to complete this recipe so we know?
Okay, so I've taken the veg out of the oven. You can either puree it or you can mash it, and then I've added cream, butter, salt, and pepper to taste.
It looks delicious. I can't wait to give that one a bit of a taste. It's a nice side to pork. I think it's got that nice creamy feel.
And it's a wonderful winter mash.
Lovely. So what other ingredients do we have here? So we're making two sides today.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is just assemble a salad.
Okay.
So do you want to do it?
Sure, I can help you out. So I see you've got a mixed lettuce in here. What have you got?
Yeah, so it's just mixed lettuce leaves, like you said.
How many?
Beautiful.
You can also throw some rocket in here if you want something a little bit more spicy.
Yeah, you
Here's a
can
bit of
put
rocket in there.
anything that you actually want in your lettuce. And then
I love rocket. Bit of tomato.
what I've done is we've just sliced in half some rosa tomatoes.
Lovely.
So do you want a lot or not so much?
I like tomatoes, yeah, just go all out. Gives it a nice colour to it, nice texture, they pop in your mouth. Okay, that should be enough. Got a bit of nicely thick...
Quartered,
is that what it's called?
Cucumber.
Learning new words. I love being in the kitchen. I learn new things. So quartered cucumber.
Yeah, so we just make it look pretty.
So basically it's cucumber that's already been asked on a date because it's been quartered.
And what else do you want to put?
Let's put a bit of lime in there. It looks nice. Now watch this. This is something that I've never done before. I've never scooped out avo and made like...
There we go. And then, no, but you have to turn it over.
Upside.
There we go.
This is so cool. Okay, so you just kind of like scoop them out like little bits of ice cream.
It just gives it a nice shape.
It does. I've never done this before. I'm so used to cutting them into slices.
Yeah.
And eventually get that awkward one at the end, which is like a stumpy.
But spread, yeah, okay, let's spread
I'm
it.
spreading. Wait, that's something that...
Okay, I think that's enough.
Is that enough?
Or do you love
I
avo
love
that
avo.
much?
I love
Okay,
avo so
let's
much.
put more.
Okay, but we'll put another half in just now because I really like these avos. But I wanted to give you guys some entertainment news for this coming weekend. It is going to be a very, very busy weekend, and I hope you, South Africa, are ready. Speaking about delicious food, don't forget that the Good Food and Wine Show is taking place at the Dome in Johannesburg this coming weekend. In fact, it already started yesterday and will be ending on Sunday. It's happening until 8 p.m. tonight and from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. tomorrow and until 6 p.m. on Sunday. General admission will cost you about 130 Rand if you're an adult, and if you're a child under 6, it is absolutely free. So notable celeb chefs include Tom Parker Bowles, Reza Mohammed, as well as Brent Owens. So make sure you don't miss this mouth-watering dining experience. But more entertainment still to come on Afternoon Express after the break as Tresor performs live.
Express yourself. Express yourself.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, only on SABC3. We now have the privilege of having the incredible Trezor perform in our loft, and he will be singing Never Let Me Go. Take it away.
Everything about you
go. I've never been to heaven, so I don't know for sure. But you felt like heaven, and I feel like home. Something about you, I just don't know. I gotta have you near me, so never let me go. I never let me go. Never let me go. Never let me go. I never let you let me go. I never let me go. Never let me go. Never let me go. I never let you let me go. See the moon and the stars that shine for you. Yes, it's true, you make this so beautiful. See the moon and the stars that shine for you. Yes, it's true, you make this so beautiful. See the moon and the stars that shine for you. Yes, it's true, you make this so beautiful now. See the moon and the stars that shine for you. Yes, it's true, you make this so beautiful. Everything about you sets me aflame. Something about you that I can't explain. And if I was not doubt you, it was long ago. I never had to doubt you. You never let me go. I never let me go. Never let me go. I never let me go. I never let you let me go. I never let me go. Never let me go. Never let me go. Never let me go.
Tresor. Please come take a seat at the table. We'd love to have you join
Have a
us.
seat.
You're welcome
Thank
to
you
Good
so
Morning.
much for
Nice
your
one.
fine culinary skills. Goodness
Thank
knows
you
we
very
can't rely on
much.
Never rely on me in the kitchen.
Can we eat? Can we eat?
Yes,
Let's
go
see what
for
you guys
it.
think.
And
All
best
right.
of luck for your comedy show coming
Yes,
out.
tomorrow.
I'm really looking
Wow.
forward to it. It's tomorrow. Are you a little nervous, or is it old hat?
I love
now?
nerves. It's good nerves.
Yeah.
If I'm not nervous, I'm gonna mess up.
Okay, good. And thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget our amazing competitions today. Let us know which lint creation is your favorite and why it makes you happy. Simply tweet us at Afternoon Chat using the hashtag lint, and you could win that amazing prize. And SMS the keyword love along with your Revlon Color Stay Foundation shade and your name to 33728, and that makeup hamper worth 1,000 Rand could be all yours. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure having you and even having you.
Oh, thanks. Honor to be here.
Have a wonderful evening. Good night and
Happy
happy
eating.
eating. Ciao.
Next week on Afternoon Express, South Africa's favorite funny woman, Tumi Morake, joins us in the loft. And don't forget the next installment of our Go Green Sustainability series. We speak with model and artist Ilana Drago. We chat to your favorite cast members from Sievendelaan. Award-winning hip-hop artist Casper Nyovest joins us in the loft, and we bring you two incredible comedy acts all the way from the UK.
Another feel-good production.
Join us next time for more fabulous fun inspired by First for Women on Afternoon Express. For an insurance quote, call 0861 11 18 44 or SMS FIRST to 49267.